Hello, my friends, and welcome to the True. I'm Robert Wallace. This is the place where we ask, am I choosing the way of Jesus, or am I choosing my own way? Now, I hope you've had time to go back and read our passage from Luke chapter 9. We're looking at the call to discipleship, and today, our first theological affirmation, denying self. Now, we need to understand that there is a difference between casually following and being fully devoted to the cause of Jesus. Now, we might be fans of school athletics or professional sports teams, music groups, even actors. However, I don't believe any one of us are willing to die for any of them. We are simply fans, and we can even get excited as fans about these things. Jesus is calling his disciples and us to a deeper commitment, with the warning that it could lead to death. The disciples with Jesus had already given up so much to follow him, and yet at this point in time, Jesus knew more needed to be done in their hearts before they would be ready to be the apostles who would carry on his work, God's work. Now, we know that most of the apostles ended up being martyrs for their faith. It took repetition of Jesus' message and the sacrifice of Jesus before it would all become internalized. In a leadership workshop that I attended back in 2015, we were tasked with giving a definition of learning. Here's the definition I came up with. Learning is taking a newly acquired information, integrating it into life as a behavior, a skill, or an attitude which is expressed through action. See, following Jesus is not a safe activity. Now, here in North America, we are fairly safe. I mean, no one that I'm aware of on the entire continent has ever lost their life because they chose to follow Jesus. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we don't have to search the news very long to find accounts of those in other countries who have died for their faith. They lost their lives either due to government restrictions or because of other groups. Jesus does not call us to a life of cozy comfort. There's nothing easy about taking up our cross and denying ourselves. And this is exactly what Jesus says in chapter 9 of Luke, verse 23. Then he said to them all, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. This is not a sugar-coated message to the disciples or to us. It is one of those things where we need to understand and picture the reality that this is not an easy call. One of the arguments about Christians is that we don't have fun. And yet we do have fun. However, we are carrying a message that is very real. It's eternal. It's heaven or it's hell. This is as serious as anything can get in life. So here are the questions. Am I guilty of denying myself for the cause of Christ? Am I willing to go deeper in my commitment to Christ? Am I taking up my cross daily and following Jesus? What is the Holy Spirit saying to me right now for today? Will I choose the way of Jesus that leads to a full life, or will I choose my own way? I'm praying for us as we read this passage again from Luke chapter 9, verses 18 through 26. Let's invite the Holy Spirit to give us eyes to see and ears to hear God's truth from his word. Let's have receptive hearts and minds to receive God's truth. And then let's ask the Father for the same boldness, commitment, and courage of Jesus to go and do what the Holy Spirit is calling us to do. I pray you'll have a wonderful day, my friends. Go in the peace of God. Blessings to you. Bye for now.